A Black American writer, J. Saunders Redding, describes the arrival of a ship in North America in the year 1619. Sails furled, flag drooping at her rounded stern, she rode the tide in from the sea. She was a strange ship indeed by all accounts, a frightening ship, a ship of mystery. Whether she was trader, privateer, or man of war, no one knows. Through her bulwarks black-mouthed cannon yawned. The flag she flew was Dutch, her crew a motley. Her port of call, an English settlement, Jamestown, in the colony of Virginia. She came, she traded, and shortly afterwards was gone. Probably no ship in modern history has carried a more portentous freight, her cargo, 20 slaves. There is not a country in world history in which racism has been more important for so long a time as the United States, and the problem of the color line, as W.E.B. Du Bois put it, is still with us. So it is more than a purely historical question to ask, how does it start? And an even more urgent question, how might it end? Or to put it differently, is it possible for whites and blacks to live together without hatred? I'm reading from Chapter 2 of Howard Zinn's A People's History of the United States. It has been challenged a number of times, perhaps most recently when then-Governor Mitch Daniels tried to keep the book from any schools in the state of Indiana. I chose this book because while it came too late to be formative in my own education, I realized that the banned books most important to me as a young person, To Kill a Mockingbird, The Bluest Eye, the autobiography of Malcolm X, Go Tell It on the Mountain, were books that centered around color lines. I can barely imagine how narrow my life would have been without James Baldwin, Alex Haley, Toni Morrison, and Harper Lee. But as things were in my Catholic school on Chicago's West Side in the 60s and early 70s, teachers often confiscated my reading material because they were convinced that I was sneaking something that should not have been permitted. No right-thinking parent would give a 12-year-old James Baldwin, right? They even objected that sometimes they said that I was reading boy books. Fortunately, my parents set them straight, thus protecting my right to read beyond the narrow, approved narrative that I would have gotten in school, even before Howard Zinn's book was published. So, read and celebrate banned books.